What is up, my butter biscuits? So in today's video, I thought it would be really fun to just sit down and watch James Charles' new series called Instant Influencer. I'm really curious to see this, even though you guys know, like, not even trying to be shady or rude, I do have a little bit of an annoyance of James, but I really wanted to watch this because I thought the concept is actually really cool. And just in case you guys did not know, this day and age, it's one of the top 10 most wanted jobs to become a social media influencer. So I think it's really cool, the concept of it. And obviously he's not like the first one to do any type of makeup thing like this, but I feel like his is targeted more towards being an influencer. So you're gonna have to do several different things to become the best influencer, like RuPaul's Drag Race, but for an influencer. So I like the concept of the show. So I just really wanted to sit down, watch it, and kind of have a reaction to it. So I will be having it up on the screen as well for you guys, and just to give my feedback, my input, you know, what I think about the contestants and everything like that. So if you guys are interested in that, of course, go ahead and keep on watching. If you guys are new here, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, turn on your post notifications so that way you guys get notified when I upload a new video. Also, make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up if you guys like it and want me to do it for every single episode. If you guys don't like it, just let me know. It's no problem. Y'all know I'm very receptive, so let me know. And yeah, let's just go ahead and jump right on into it. Okay, so I got my headphones in this time because the last time that I did a reaction video, I completely messed it up because the background sound was playing while I put the sound over on the video too. So this is how you know that I'm really poor, when I have just regular old headphones and not AirPods. But one day I'm gonna get some, okay? Anyways, let's go ahead and press start.
Hi, sisters. James
Hi,
Charles
sisters.
here, and today I have something
I don't know why
extra
sisters
special
is
for you.
just so annoying
As
to
you
me.
know, last year I started the search to find the next beauty influencer.
See, this is really
Literally
smart. I don't know if you guys
thousands
seen
of
right there
calls,
too.
and I was
He puts
blown
right there,
away
this
by what I
contains a
saw.
paid product placement. So he's gonna get a whole bunch of sponsorships as well as views. And y'all, I'm 2 days late on this. I wanted to film it when it actually came out. However, the problem is it's been so hot that I have not been able to film inside my garage. It's been terrible, but I aired it out. And right now it has 5 million views already. So in 2 days, that's pretty good. Okay, so the
Hello,
first
guys,
thing
and
so far is
welcome
supposed
to
to
the
be
first
like an
ever
intro
episode of
challenge.
Instant
Basically what they have to do
Influencer.
is do their makeup
Oh
to
my gosh,
define
I'm so
who
excited
they
to have you
are.
guys here
So their
today. I
story,
need to get
their
your
makeup is
faces,
supposed to
though.
tell a story
Right.
about who they are. So let's see the looks.
Oh my god! When I called you guys to tell you that you made the show, we actually gave you your first compact challenge.
I feel like the painting on his face is really good. However, the eyeshadow, it needs some work. But see, he's really, really young, so they have so much potential. But I thought the whole goal of the show was to have the people who are like, you know, the cream of the crop, like the best of the best. So I wonder if he was looking for people that are gonna like grow more, you know what I mean? Because I do think that so far from what I'm seeing based upon the artistry, I do feel like they, you know, could be a little bit better.
One note that I would love to give you is that the mountain story and the cherry blossom story are both beautiful, but they're not very cohesive together. So I would love to see how
You know
can
what?
connect those
I
in the
actually
future.
like James' criticism so
Hi,
far on him.
Gabriel.
I have the
Tell me
same
about your
exact
look today.
criticism. That's
Well,
exactly what I
this
feel too.
represents
His
the
makeup look
earth
is
and
so
the skull to
awesome.
represent how we need to like do
But-
as much as we can to save the animals and the nature that we have before, you know, it's too late.
His makeup look is really, really beautiful. However, I just don't feel how that describes him.
The one note that I would love to give you is that your story about Mother Nature is beautiful, but it has nothing to do with you as a person. I wanted
And
to see your
James had the same
personal
thing to say.
journey
You
and how
see,
that
I'm
connects
actually
to
really,
you
really
more as an
surprised. I feel like he's
artist.
giving really good constructive criticism, which is really nice. I feel like it's cool to see him give this type of criticism because for so long, I'm just being really real, I felt like he's just kind of fake, you know, and kind of wants to be in everyone's good graces. And he just seems like a, you know, a little butt kisser in my personal opinion. That's what I kind of get from him. But it's really, really nice to see him giving constructive criticism in a non-hurtful way that I feel like they really need to hear.
I do a lot of like everyday wearable looks and kind of
Oh,
keep it a
she
little more
talks a
low
lot.
key. But I really wanted people to know exactly who I am. I've like
Oh
gone
my
through
gosh.
so much
You know
in
what?
my
You can tell
life,
that she
and
is a
I've
big
just-
time overthinker because she just rambles, and a lot of overthinkers ramble. I know because I'm an overthinker and sometimes I just be rambling. Look how everyone's
been
looking
a
at her too. They're
very,
like, girl,
like,
stop.
Vivacious person through. I feel like
Oh,
I
she
want
actually
to
a bit
also
rambler.
encourage people. Disruptive, and I'm fun, and I'm loud. No way. There's like no way.
I think this makeup look is actually really, really
I became a mom when I
cool.
was 16, and that came with the
I feel like it's very
challenges.
different.
I've strived to keep a healthy balance.
I
but
think it
something that I've
does
struggled with over the
attract a
years.
certain eye. I feel like you can look at this and be
Artistry
like,
just helps me
eh,
slow down
this look
and,
is
like,
kind
really
of
sit with
eh.
myself.
But it's a really,
I
really
wanted
cool
to create a look that was interpreted by the
concept to
viewer
have
because
a
you never
ink
really know
blot.
what's
That's
going
so
on beneath the
cool.
surface. No one person sees the same image with an ink blot, so I think that that's a really important part of art and just life in general.
I really like her explanation of it, especially when she says no two people see the same with an ink blot. That's actually really, really cool and a cool concept.
I've tried to do watercolor looks many times before. They are very challenging to actually look accurate, and this was very impressive to me. The one note that I have for you is that because of the look, you're missing the brows and kind of the eyes and the lips. I would have loved to see this was a lash, so not all of those elements were missing.
Thanks.
I do agree with him. I would have liked to seen a little bit more on that too, because the concept was cool, but I think that she could have brought it in to be something so much more than what it actually was.
So it represents my personality, which is bubbly.
Okay, her makeup look,
with the
I
eyes,
feel like
just
compared
wanted
to
play
everybody
with
else's
color,
is
because
just
that's usually what I
so
like to do.
minimal. It
Those
looks
people
regular.
like mainly eyes and the nude lips.
Like everyone's doing
A lot
all
of times
extravagant
people
things, and
say,
then
"Oh my
hers is
God,
just
you're
like
so
really,
outgoing and
really,
stuff on
really
YouTube, but you're
basic.
shy."
I'm not trying to be rude, and I hope this doesn't come across rude in any type of way, because obviously I know that they're very young and they're probably still growing, but I thought that they were going to be a little bit more polished artists, and it seems like they're all kind of just starting out. Like, if you look at their looks like closely, you could see there's some corrections to be made, which I thought they were going to be like, you know, the best of the best. But, you know, I guess like I said, they are young. Maybe they're just starting out, and I think that this is obviously going to make them grow, of course, but my whole perception of it was supposed to be like the best of the best. You get me? Let's see who he
blew
picks
me
as the
away
winner.
with both technical
Who
skill
blew him
and
away?
use imaginative artistry by connecting it to their personal journey. Ashley, congratulations, you are the winner.
I
of
do
the
think
first
Ashley's
contact
was the
challenge.
coolest. Honestly,
that's
in my
so
personal
exciting.
opinion, though,
Thank you.
I would have chose the guy, even though his story just didn't make any type of sense with the skull and the earth, because his story just, it didn't make sense, and it wasn't about defining who he is, and her explanation was actually really, really amazing. But overall makeup look, I do think, is his name Gabriel? Oh, I missed it. But you know, the one with the skull and the earth on it, I think that that is really, really awesome.
The winner of Insta Influencer will take home a full lighting and videography equipment package, just like the one I have at home, valued at $10,000.
Wow.
So your guys' videos will be looking bomb as heck. You will also win a collaboration with me on my YouTube channel. Hi, sisters! $50,000.
Okay, the prizes of this show is really, really good. And you know what? I think it's really cool to do a collaboration with him on his channel, because a lot of people don't realize this, but something like that would obviously cost like hundreds of thousands of dollars, because you have to think about a sponsorship on his channel would literally be hundreds of thousands of dollars. So being able to be on his channel will help them out in their career so much.
Marketing is a vital skill to have when it comes to being an influencer. And in today's challenge, we're gonna be testing your ability to sell products.
Okay, so basically for the first challenge, what they have to do is have a product and basically sell it. And you know what I thought was really funny for him to put inside there, of course, his collaboration with Morphe. As he puts in there, it's one of the best selling palettes of all time, but who has these records? You know what I mean? Like, I would really like to know, did Morphe print it out? Did they go up against Urban Decay and MAC and like all these other big brands to see if his palette truly was like one of the #1 selling palettes of all time? Or does he just say that, you know? Because it sounds like, you know, of course, be proud of yourself, but it does sound a little egotistical to say you had the #1 selling palette in the world, when it's kind of like, I don't think you really know that. You know what I mean? You would have to go to every single brand to see how many palettes were sold from their brand, you get me, in order to say that. So, I mean, kudos to you, but I don't know if it was like the best selling palette ever, you know?
At the beginning of this challenge, you guys are gonna get to step foot for the first time in the Ulta.
They got a whole Ulta beauty
closet.
closet up
For
inside
all
there.
your
I
makeup needs
wonder
and
how
accessories,
much Ulta is paying him for this show. I'm curious how much money he's making from this. That's what I start thinking of. I'm like, oof. All those products, paid sponsorships, obviously Ulta sponsoring it.
where you will select one item to create your marketing campaign around. You need to plan, film, and edit your very own short commercial.
Girl, I take so long with my makeup videos. It probably takes me about 3 hours just to film a video too. So I would completely bomb this challenge. Even being on social media for a long time and doing so many makeup videos, I still would be like, oh, 3 hours is not enough time for me, because I am so slow. I'm like a sloth doing my makeup. Okay, I'm real curious to see Paris Hilton as a judge on here, because I feel like she doesn't really have a personality. Think about Paris Hilton. Literally, that's all she knows how to say is, that's hot. That's hot. I even saw her on Andy Cohen's talk show, and I was like, she just doesn't have any type of personality. She just seems so awkward and just kind of, she's just there. You know what I mean? So they have to pick a product from the Ulta store inside there to basically create their whole campaign on. What would you guys choose to be your product? I feel like Ashley picked a good one doing mascara. I feel like that's a pretty easy thing to sell, especially if you zoom in, do product shots of the lashes, the before, the afters. I personally probably would do a foundation. I feel like a foundation, because I've reviewed it so many times, I feel like I could sell it pretty good if I had to, you know what I mean? But you know what's funny? The Anasazi Beverly Hills foundation is on there. Oh, which one of them picked, and that foundation I just did not like. It was real bad in my fine lines and wrinkles, but since they're all like 18, I'm sure it'll be fine on them.
Neutral colors and
Okay, so Gabriel had some nerve to choose his palette, because look, let's keep it real. If that was your product on there, you would want to see something amazing with it, you know, considering it's something you design. So I'm curious to see how James is going to critique him using his palette. Okay, I have to say Ashley's really, really smart for choosing the mascara too, especially because if you're crunched on time, mascara is just so simple. She just does her base real fast off of camera, just puts on the mascara because it's so quick and easy compared to, like, say for example, an eyeshadow look or building a whole full face of foundation.
Boys and girls, hello, welcome. Oh, okay, I should have that out of my hand. Okay. Boys and girls, welcome, hello. So today, okay, that sounded hella
You know
fake.
what's so funny?
Okay.
She seems like she would be the most like bubbly personality and the one on camera that people would like the most. Like, she has good energy, you know, but her overthinking is going to be the failure of her, because you could just tell how many times she's doing her intro. It's like she's overthinking it and just flow. How many single times, I'm sure you guys know this about me, whenever I do my videos, I always mess up, I always stutter, but it's just something to leave in there because it's natural, you know what I mean? Like, it's not something for you to keep on doing, just roll with it, even though you may mess up. You stumble, just keep on going, don't redo it, because then that's when you start overthinking so much and you're like, next thing you know, you have 50 intros, you know? But I really like her personality. I feel like she's really bubbly and fun. She has so many takes. Oh my gosh. Like, she literally did like 10 different takes. See, this is how you know she overthinks. Like, I wish that I could talk to her and be like, girl, your personality is so fun. Stop overthinking. Just stop overthinking. Oh yeah, she overthinks way too much. But you know what, though? She probably feels like, oh my gosh, like really uncomfortable. Because can you imagine all that new setup, working in a whole different thing that you're not used to, having a camera crew, obviously they're filming you. I feel like it's really, really nerve-wracking, but rambling, it'll be the death of you, because especially when filming a video, y'all, when I first started doing my videos, I would ramble so much. My videos were like 45 minutes long and I'm like, ugh, where do I cut the video out? You know what I mean? I keep on seeing these signs pop up throughout the show that it has a paid product sponsorship, and I'm just so curious of how much, like, that's just going through my head, is how much money is he making from this? Because he did it really smart doing it on YouTube, considering so many brands want to sponsor his videos, you know? Okay, Norah Venus, look, I'm sorry, her eyeshadow looks so bomb, but that lip, I'm like, oh no, like, she just looks overall really orange. But oh, her eyeshadow look looks bomb. I feel like it would be really cool to have her as a judge, because she's created so many products, and obviously Anasazi Beverly Hills is such a reputable brand that would be really cool to get some critiques from her.
You guys are hot.
See, what did I say about Paris Hilton? Literally, that's all she said to her. You guys are hot too. She has like no personality. It's kind of like she's just there. I feel like she's like on Xanax all the time and just kind of like, that's hot.
Sis, come join the fam. Okay, for today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the KKW Beauty Cream Contour Sticks. So once I have the product on my bag and kind of get my contour on, you know, sis? Hi everyone. Okay, so I just did the rest of my makeup off camera and now I'm back.
Okay, so looking at his video, I feel like he doesn't even really know the product. He was looking at the back of it to like read what the product was. And I feel like he's gonna be saying sis the whole entire season a lot of times. And I feel like saying sis is not really a personality trait, you know?
Hi, Benny.
Hi.
I actually have the pleasure of creating product reveal videos all the time for Anasazi Beverly Hills. And one of the things that I would have loved to have seen from you is you explaining what the product is first and foremost. What is contour? How does this differ? The different ways that you can contour. You can do it with cream, you can do it with powder. When you are actually revealing a product, you have to kind of explain it to the viewer as if they have no idea about the product, about the category for the first time.
That's a really good point.
She gives some really good feedback too. See, that's why I feel like getting feedback from her would be really, really helpful. So I hope they apply this into the rest of the season.
I loved your personality in the video, and I love that you say sis, because sis over here always says it, and I love that. So I feel that really just, you know, when the viewers are watching, it makes them feel like they're part of your family.
Oh, Paris actually seems really sweet. She just seems like she's kind of like not all there, you know what I mean? Like she's kind of like out on a lunch break in her mind, but she seems really, really sweet.
So beautiful. It has a pink undertone to it. look at that. So let me go ahead and show you this baby in action. So I'm just gonna use my M510 from Morphe. You could use any highlighting brush, and look at how beautiful this is. Some of those drugstore highlighters.
I feel like in her video, she just didn't really get to the point of the product. Why is this over highlight better than all the other brands, you know? I feel like she should have went more into depth.
Would like for you to improve on is to think about coming off more of reviewing the product and speaking about the product and revealing the product attributes. As I was watching you, I was trying to figure out why you were mentioning so many other things like the Morphe brush and drugstore
really
highlighters.
good advice.
All that was doing was sending my thoughts into other directions, and you want to keep me focused on what
you gotta
you're
focus
selling.
on that one product. Yeah, Norah Venus is actually really, really good. That's the same exact thing I was thinking as well, too. She gives really good advice. Having her on the show, it's really going to help these people's careers because, dang, that's good advice. And hopefully they focus on that, you know? Especially when you have to, like, prep yourself for sponsored posts, you know? The person who is going to be sponsoring you, they want those key points in the video.
Boys and girls, welcome, because today we are going to be getting into how to do your full face.
See, I really like her
one
energy.
Tool and one tool only. The Real Techniques Beauty Sponge. I'm telling you
Yeah.
guys, this thing is
I feel like she has the
phenomenal.
most energy
When I
out of
start my
everybody, and
foundation
she
with this
seems
sponge, I
like
to
the most
focus on the
bubbly, you know, which I
perimeter of my
really
face.
like.
Oh my gosh, you guys, if that isn't a snatch base, I don't know what is. It's time to get into the contour, and I like to put the contour color directly onto the sponge so that I don't have a harder time diffusing it. See, you guys, cream contour is not so scary, and when you're using a beauty sponge, you really have that control to diffuse it out. Foundation, cream contour, powder, highlighter, eyeshadow, literally everything was done with this Real Techniques Beauty Sponge. It's everything.
See, I feel like she went in really, really good with the sponge and said this is all it can do, and this is why this sponge is the #1. I really like her personality. I just feel like she needs to cut it with the rambling and stop doing all the different takes, because girl, just stop overthinking and just do it. James' makeup looks really, really good. This is what I always say, like, yes, you know, every now and then I may say, okay, you know what, he annoys me, like, with his mannerisms, like, the way that he is, but he's really talented. Like, his makeup look looks bomb, and his outfit, too.
Hey dreamers, welcome back to my channel, and today is something very special. Are you guys ready for the reveal? So the colors I'm gonna use in my
his
palette today
eyeshadow
are
look,
this
I do not
beautiful orangey
like.
brown. Just applying that to
Oh,
my
I
inner
really, really
corner.
loved his
This
look, but
little
that
guy
does
right
not
here, he's a little
look,
dark brown.
it's very
It looks
harsh,
slightly
not
under the color that I
blended.
just put. Taking the
Oh,
brightest color
did you
as
see
the
her
blue in
face?
my
I wonder if she
palette.
meant to
I'm
do that
gonna
on
go
purpose.
ahead and ever so slightly
Maybe she was
tap that
just
onto
like,
the
I don't
outer
know, she had a
corner.
like
As
itch in
you
her
can see, I
nose.
already went
I don't know,
ahead
but
and
she
put
just
that
made that face like,
again. I'm
ooh.
gonna go in with my brightest pink shade. I'm gonna go ahead and really pack that on there. So that
Oh,
is the
no,
finished
that is
look.
so
I hope you all enjoyed this. I'll
harsh.
see you next time on Game.
Aw, he seems so sweet, but that the eyeshadow look, it just was not really good. Okay, so who do you guys think is gonna win? You know, I'm just gonna say, I think the best one was her name Caitlyn, I think. The one with the bubbly personality. The one who, like, did, like, 27 different outtakes. I feel like she just had the most energy on camera and was the most bubbly, and the one that I could probably connect with the most because she seems, like, really, really fun. But then also Indigo, his sense of humor is just like mine, very sarcastic and dry, and I like that. So, but I think overall, product-wise, I'm gonna have to say Caitlyn, I forget her name, so sorry.
I am so proud of you for letting your personality shine and pulling everything together. Literally, by the time we finished watching the video, I wanted to go out and buy that sponge right away. You did the best in today's challenge. Congratulations, Kaylin. You are the winner.
Oh,
Thank
Caitlyn
you
was the winner.
so much, James.
Oh, I called it.
appreciate
I called
everything,
it.
and I
Yeah, I really
am
liked her
gonna take all your
personality. I'm just
critiques.
really
I
hoping that she
truly,
stops
truly
rambling and
appreciate it.
stops overthinking and be's a little bit more confident in her presentation as the season goes on, because you could tell she has a really fun personality, but like, girl, stop the rambling.
Unfortunately, today after the judges' deliberation,
Britt
your
didn't get the
video
call.
was
Oh my
not
God, she
our
looks so
favorite of the day,
sad.
and you have been eliminated. Can I come sit next to you? I love you.
Oh
and your
my gosh, she looks so
personality
sad.
and the
I'm about to cry
confidence
for
that being
her.
on
Look at
camera
her.
gives you. I'm so proud of you.
You know what?
I
It's
want
really
you to
nice
keep
that he
all the
came to like
positives
sit
in
down
mind,
and like
because
talk
this
to
is
her and try to
the whole point
comfort
of
her.
this is not for
But then it must
drama,
suck, you know, to have all that camera crew on you and the cameras in front of
information
you
and
and
resources to be better at what you do, and you're already incredible.
Oh my God,
That's
I
the
feel
reason
so
why you're here, and I don't want you to forget that. Okay? You have to
Y'all,
promise
I don't
me.
think that I could like ever be.
Promise?
I would like
But
be
you
one of the
gotta promise.
sideline
You're
judges,
so
you know,
insanely
because I
talented,
do
you're so
like
beautiful,
giving
and your
critiques,
personality
but I could
is
never be the main
infectious.
one. I would just would feel
love
so
how bubbly you
bad.
are, and I'm sure everybody at home will as well. And I want you to remember that, okay?
You could tell he's like really trying to
Before we
comfort
go,
her and
I
trying
wanna
to
take this
like,
opportunity
you
to sign
know,
off together
get her to smile,
on the
but she's
show,
like,
just like
I'm
this
not
is a
having it.
regular
Can you
YouTube
just leave me
video, okay?
alone so I can,
Hi, you guys.
feel my emotions
James
without you
with
here.
Brittany, and we are signing off of Instant Influencer episode 1. Britt, thank you so much.
Why
for
is he
joining
trying to
us
have her
here
do
on
a sign
competition.
off? Like
We are
clearly
so
she's,
blessed
oh my
and
god,
lucky
don't.
to have you.
I hope he
did,
does
I'm
not
sure
do this in every
every
single
home is gonna
episode.
fall
Why
in love
is he
with you.
having
Where can
this
they check
sign
you out if
off
they
right
wanna see
now?
more?
At Brittany Raquel on YouTube and also
I feel like just
everything
let her
else.
walk
Well,
away
thank
and
you
let
guys
her
so much
feel
for
her
watching.
emotions, let
We'll
her
see you
go
next
through
time.
it, you know, don't make her do a sign off. Yeah, I don't like the sign off thing. I don't know. To me, I just feel like that's a little cringy, and I feel bad because she's like literally sitting there crying, and you want her to do like a sign off to everybody. To me, that's kind of like, no, that's like, just let her have her time to feel her emotions and go through it, and don't put her on blast in front of the camera. I just feel like that was a little cringy to watch. I hope he doesn't do that in every single episode, because clearly they're all very young and they want so much, you know what I mean? And obviously they have so much hope, and he's just crushing it and then telling them smile while we're on camera while we sign off. It's like, no, don't do that. Just let them walk away. And that's just my 2 cents. Anyways, y'all, let me know how you guys like this video. Do you guys want me to continue doing this for every single episode? I will do it the day after. Sorry, these past couple days have been rough, so that's why I'm uploading this 3 days after the show has aired. But I really am interested in watching it more. I think the concept is really cool. But if you guys don't want me to do any type of reaction videos, just let me know. I don't take it harsh in any type of way. So let me know. Give this video a big thumbs up if you guys do like it, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace out, Girl Scout.